Mutts on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bahamas' pleasure to welcome you to the Bahamas, the country of 700 islands and keys. This is the island of Abaco, but you'll find the city of Marsh Harbor. For your continued comfort and safety, please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened.
Look at this guy.
Ideal.
What's happening, everyone? Joey Antonelli here, and we are no longer in Kansas. We're in the Abacos, the beautiful Abacos. Over here with a good buddy of mine, Captain Ryan Murphy of Cocktail Moments. And when we're not working on this boat, we get a little bit of time to play. So we got some time coming up. We're gonna go out and do some mutton fishing. I think Ryan Murphy kind of prides himself on beating to a beat of his own drum, if that sort of thing makes sense. And we're not going out and doing dolphin, wahoo, tuna like everyone does in the Bahamas. We're gonna go do some gigantic muttons in very shallow water on ultralight tackle. Finishing up this boat right now. We just finished cleaning it. 44 contender, totally tricked out, but we're not going in that. We're going in the Sea Bean. None other than the Twin V, that is the Sea Bean on the other side. Murphy's just finishing up the outside of this boat. Let's see if I can do this without falling in. Get it over here a little bit more. It's kind of a leap right there. There we go. I know, I'm gonna fall in. But the Twin V here, AKA Sea Bean, loaded down with pilchards. We caught some bunch of bait for some mutton fishing. We're gonna head out with that, but first I gotta show you this beautiful contender. It has been on my channel before. Done a couple trips in this boat, or the other boat and this boat. But this is a massive center console boat. I mean, just look at the size of that thing. Lots of forward seating, big old lounge chair. I'm not even gonna name everything it has, but 3 giant live wells, a generator, seakeeper, dual seating or 2-row seating, giant machines, tons of storage down in the cabin, a microwave, and what's in the microwave? Pretzels. Tons of storage. I mean, this boat is, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But that's not what we're going out in right now. We're gonna go do some mutton fishing in the Sea Bean.
That thing is crazy.
Captain Ryan, we going to get him. Just got set up on that ultralight. I was actually letting the bait out. Forgot the bail was open. So this one was like shotgun mega. My other rods haven't been rigged up yet. It's flying around. This one got whacked. We got him hooked up. This is a Ryan Murphy special. Oh my God, that thing's a mean fish. So what are we doing here, Murph? Come on, give me a little.
We're sail fishing for muttons.
It's basically sail fishing for muttons. That's a good way to do it. We got a bunch of bait, a bunch of live bait, pilchards. A little snotty out, you can tell, a little too rough to go offshore, but we're sticking on the inside, trying to duck behind some islands. And muttons, I mean, it's gotta be like, I would say top 3 fish in the Bahamas for like signature fish. You got definitely your hogfish, black grouper, and muttons. I'd say those are like your big reef fish at least. And muttons are beautiful fish, great eating fish, hard fighting, and they can be found everywhere from the flats to a few hundred feet of water out offshore. But just cause you're inshore and shallow does not mean little fish. This fish is a good sized fish. This thing is pulling hard, and I got my drag set pretty decent on it too. This is that travel rod. I bring it on pretty much every trip with me now. That Toadfish travel rod. It's a 3-piece rod, comes with 5 pieces. And you can kind of play with it, make it however you want it. God, I wish I could. Part of me wishes I didn't have 100 yards of line out, but probably helped get bit. Oh, there you go. There's a raft.
God.
We're starting to get them in now. I'll tell you what, my line's gonna be nice and tight on my reel after this. Gosh. And of course it's on the little rod. That is what's nice about the flats too. And the reef, kind of need to be able to pull them pretty hard, keep them off the bottom, but out here, not as much of a chance as having structure around. Just cruising the flats. Is that him up top back there? Oh, I just saw a flash. Yep, switch over to this side. He's sliding real good right now. I see where my line's going into the water now. It's not far. It's only 25 feet behind the boat. I got 30-pound leader. I guess we gotta see after. Oh man, feel the tail shakes. Thing is mean.
We're probably gonna start blowing downwind towards it, so just be ready to pick up slack.
Yeah. Come on, let's see that mutton, that Abaco mutton. It's blowing my mind right now that I can't see this thing.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, they're actually
Camoed out.
They're actually pretty stealthy. Yeah.
Like no flashes, he's right there. We're only in.
You'll see in a minute. You're gonna see that orange tail.
That's what I want. I want that starburst tail. Yeah, I see the bite. I saw the tail there. Woo.
Pull down, Anna Marina. This is Venture.
Where's the door? You gotta slide him in the door. Here, you come grab him and I'll get the camera up. See if you can grab him.
Oh, he's not as big as I thought.
No, I'm just... Look at that beautiful critter.
Down Marina. This is Venture on the little mini.
There we go. First fish of the trip. Took a whole, I don't know, 2 minutes. Getting real tight on him. Show that detail. Such a pretty, colorful fish.
Let me know if there's anything.
There we go. Big old mutton snapper on the travel rod. That is a tasty looking fish right there.
Wait till you catch an 18-pounder on that.
The hook out. One more look. You got a good one hooked up?
Did you see him?
I didn't see the blow up. No, I was grabbing the camera.
That was sick. That was a big fish, dude. Real, but we'll get this on the track. Oh. Now let me else go with it. An eyeball out or two, if you're gonna be like two.
Yo, man, come in.
You go that. That's that big. Remember the big?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's never any lobsters on it, but we dove. It's real pretty, big, car.
In shallow water, they can't run down, so they're gonna run out.
Yeah.
That's a bigger one.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, come back for it. That's a solid one, dude. I got whacked and lost him. All right, that is a nice one. There you go. Mutons. All right, I don't even know if I have a bait. I gotta get mine checked.
Just so smooth backing. It's about to
Well, we got a couple fish. We got some snaggers in the box. End it with the float plane. Some people roll up here all sorts of different ways. Show you a couple different snappers in the box. Big old muds. We gotta go back and get some more ice on. We're just about out of ice. Ice is a hot commodity over here. Look at the size of those cobias.
Could you imagine, dude? Oh God, I'd be so excited.
Most of them dream. Yeah! Yeah! Most of them dream. Yeah!
Joey, what are you taking a picture of?
A video.
Oh, hey, let me say something, Brian. Too cold. I love you like a brother. Can I get a yeah?
You gotta take a minute just to admire that, actually. As far down as you can see one way, as far down as you can see the other way. And this is a pretty iconic spot. I'll tell you about where I am in a second. More broadly, I'm in Guanaqui. I'm in a triplex right now, an Airbnb. There's 3 units here. Guy Paul owns it. Awesome place. I'll have links to it in the description. That's the view from your living room. It's pretty amazing. And then I'll actually show you the master also. There's another bedroom in the back. But from the master, I mean, look at that view. Nice place. High ceilings, real pretty looking. Washer, dryer, kitchen, another room in the back with bed, and a beautiful couch. Let's show you this. This is what we're taking right now. I've done several videos with it lately. This is my Toadfish 3-piece travel rod. It's actually a 5-piece rod, but you mix and match to make whatever combination you like to make a 3-piece rod. I got their little 2000 reel on there, 15-pound braid. And I actually just cut off a goofy jig and I'm putting on one of these Tidal Pros. I'll probably go with Old Reliable right here. I caught a massive grouper on this in the Bahamas. But back to show you exactly where we are. Actually, I'll show you once we get down to the beach. Let's get down there. So now back to the iconic location. That's Nippers. Nippers is a place that goes off on Sundays. We've got some reef all around. We'll probably just do a little bit of walking, a little bit of looking. Got my sunglasses, but I forgot them. And a lot of casting. Throwing this, seeing what we can find. Golly, this is gorgeous. There we go. Ooh, jumper. We got us a jumper. Poundies. That is a cool fish. So long, Houndy. There it is. Oh, we got something hooked up. It got me on the bottom. Come on, come back, come back. All right, we got him at the bottom. Woo! It's actually a good-sized yellowtail, good-sized snapper. Feel free. Look at that pretty yellowtail snapper. Pretty yellowtail snapper on the twitch bait. We're not looking for keeps right now. We got plenty of fish already. Got that jig out, or that bait out. That is so cool. Now this was something really fun to do and pretty special experience, because spearfishing is my favorite thing to do in the entire world. And one of the boys on the trip wants to get into spearfishing. He did great with lobster last year, and now he's looking to learn how to spearfish. So one of the most important things, I think, is shoot, and shoot often, because you got to learn how that pole spear works, or sling, or whatever you're going to use. And you got to get it to the point where you're not thinking about it. You're not aiming, you're not lining up shots, you're just pulling back and letting it fly, and you want it to be as simple as pointing at something with your finger. So shoot anything that's legal to shoot that you're not going to waste is what I say to do in the beginning. Now you can be more selective once you get a little more experience with it, but it's important to really kind of learn the fundamentals, and what better way to do it than shoot at stuff like anything from grunts to snappers to small groupers and anything. We had a school of spadefish there. Excellent, big, slow-moving target. That's the very first fish he has ever shot. So that's pretty cool experience to be part of that, and I honestly think he's going to be hooked. From there, we went on to a few other structures around. One of them was this sunken boat with a crack next to it, and laid up in the crack was a grouper. So again, these aren't giant trophies, but in the beginning with kids, it's super important to make it so you're having fun. You're learning how to do it. You're learning to do it the right way. And that's what we were doing there. We were kind of working as a team. I told him, you shoot it, and once you shoot it, let it go. I'll go check out the spot, and then I'll get the fish out. I don't care where you shoot the fish. You get that spear in the fish, I'll figure out a way to get it out. And that's what he's doing time after time. And for his very first time spearfishing, he walked away with the spadefish, the Nassau grouper, and then down here is a nice mangrove snapper. So all good eating fish. These mangrove snappers make a superb, these little like 1.5 pounders, a great whole cooking fish, and that's where you got to start. I think that's a great way to get going. If anyone's looking to get into spearfishing, don't jump in the deep end. Learn the fundamentals like we're doing here. Learn how to hunt, learn how the gear works, learn with baby steps, and that was an awesome day, and I was really happy to be a part of it. But now it's my turn to do something. So I have my Hawaiian sling with me with no shooting line on it. A lot of times I have it rigged with shooting line, but right now I do not, because I'm mostly swimming around just kind of helping out and pointing out some fish if there's stuff I see that he doesn't. But we went over a spot right here. First off, the spot was a little bit deeper at about 20 feet, and I made a drop down on that trailer down there, which you can see on the bottom of your screen. This trailer's upside down, so if you think about it, it's kind of like a big cave, because it's not just a flat shot across. Fish can also go up inside it. So I saw snappers and stuff from the surface like I've seen on pretty much every piece of structure we found, but this one was a lot bigger. The structure was a lot bigger, and as I got closer, you can see there's a really nice grouper right there. That's a Nassau grouper, probably about a 10 to 12 pounder, I would say, a really good size one. Again, but I'm not really looking to I'm looking for a trophy. I want a trophy fish, and that's what I'm looking around for. So I decided not to shoot. I did have the spear with me on this one, but again, keep in mind, I don't have shooting line on it, which would not be a problem at all for that Nassau grouper, but would prove to be an immense problem for this next fish I spot, which starts right here on the surface. On the bottom left corner of that piece of structure, I saw something waving out, and I was like, maybe it's a little fan. I've been tricked many times by fans thinking they're fishtails, but I'm like, I need to go check this out. That really looks like it could be a tail. By now I'm looking at it and I say, that is a giant fish, and I don't know exactly what it is. I thought it was gonna be a grouper kind of laid up under that rock. I have a flopper shaft on my sling. I pull back as hard as I can on this, and I'm trying to shoot between the scales because now I know what it is. Massive Cubera snapper. And here's where kind of experience comes into play, because I know I'm way undergunned, but I got a good shot. He goes up under that structure, and I'm thinking he's gonna rock up great, but he didn't. He went out, but he's doing a loop, which to me tells me there's something else here. He knows this spot. This is his home. He spends all day here. So I hollered up to Dustin in the boat and said, find some other piece of structure, and Dustin found this. Now this is the perfect structure. Dustin found his home. It's a giant opening. It's all dusted out. Something definitely went in here and created some chaos, but I couldn't see anything. And out of a little bit of desperation, I just kind of swiped the spear around to see if I could feel anything or have some movement go on to tell me he's still in there. But there was no luck. Now, we had other stuff we had to do. Ideally, I would have liked to sit there or anchor up on top of it and hop back in about 30 minutes or so. But we had other stuff we had to do and we had to leave, but I was not going to give up. The next day I came back and I wanted some redemption. Went straight to the spot, dropped down on top of it, and the first thing I noticed was my spear. My spear from the day before bent into a U at the bottom of this septic tank looking thing, and there it is. I mean, you can see it bent there, but no sign of the fish. Now, also the tip of my spear fell off when I started to swim down, but there he was. He's still in there. Massive Cubera is still in there. I noticed the tip's messed up. I go to put that on real quick, and in hindsight, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience diving in the Bahamas, so now in hindsight, I would have swam down with a pole spear. I should have swam down with a pole spear because it can be operated with one hand. I can get a better angle for tight holes like this and kind of peek around a little bit. Now, this is pretty hard to watch. I swam down again with the sling. This is the second drop. Now I know he's in there. I haven't taken my eye off it, and I'm gonna try to put a shot in him with it. That's what we need to do. I know he swam over to that side, but it's getting all kicked up and I'm running into the same problem I had the day before. I turn my head, and if you look on the left side of your screen, you can see his fins sitting there, or his tail, I don't remember what it was. So here's like a Hail Mary shot. I missed. It would be a heartbreaker. It was dusted up. There was nothing else I could do for the rest of the time we were there. We had to leave, but that happens. The fish seemed like he was fine. Ryan went back the next day and he was gone. We got some lobster, conch, and fish pizza. Conch on 3. 1, 2, 3, conch.